Yeah, so not only pets like Simon the politician, but also taking steps to humanely reduce the feral cat population in the city, for example. The move was quickly praised by the group's Voters for Animal Rights, NICLAS, the ASPCA.
We're documenting history, folks, for future generations.
That Manhattan resident Gabriella Fussner's dog, a Shar-Pei named Appa, ran off.
Make sure to share this channel with other folks so they'll know.
Talking to an animal psychic when she asked her boyfriend to help.
Instead of just posting the flyer on Instagram, he actually turned the flyer into a weed bag.
What?
So he put the flyer on the weed bag, and that kind of went viral on TikTok and Instagram.
That is when she says the crazy calls started coming in.
People messaging me from iCloud emails or iMessaging me from various emails saying that they have my dog and let's meet up right now.
We're in Patterson, New Jersey, folks.
Cool. And then they'd be like, can you send me $30 for gas? I need gas to get to the place.
Yeah, she says she desperately wants Appa back.
It's just it's a lot of worry. It's a lot of not knowing. So, your mind can go to so many places.
What's a wee bag?
You just don't know.
Yeah, despite this, Gabriella is not giving up. She says she's encouraged by people wishing her luck. Want to own a piece of prehistoric times? Well, Trey is hitting the auction block again. This is a dinosaur fossil that's more than 66 million years old. He was discovered in 1993 near Lusk, Wyoming. Paleontologist Andre Lujan worked with the online auction platform Jupiter to prepare it.
This one is connected to people and undoubtedly has inspired
Gotta let pedestrians go first. That's my motto.
In paleontology.
Yeah, it's been on display at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center and was recently sold at a private auction to somebody in Singapore. That person is reselling it. Opening bid, $4.5 million.
Scott Stanford here. If the thought of sprucing up your home is keeping you awake at night, put your mind at ease.
We got a commercial now. Just want to let everybody know what we're doing on this channel. I want to try to be consistent and upload my daily commutes while I listen to the news. I like documenting the history. Imagine 20 years from now coming back and listening to some of these news snippets.
This year, I had peace of mind, which helped with my healing. Those words
The purpose of this upload is not to it's to remain biased. Number one, I don't hold to any political affiliations. I just want to document what's going on in the world. That's it. Just document it, good or bad, regardless of who's in office. I just want to document the history without trying to have an agenda or try to make people lean one way or another politically. It's just to document history.
wins at 92.3 FM.
Here we go, 720 headlines.
This is 1010 Wins on 92.
Currently, there is a war in Iran.
We'll give you the world.
Good morning, 32 degrees. It is 7:20 on this Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm Susan Richard. Here's what's happening. President Trump now indicating the strikes against Iran may go longer than a month.
Somebody said today, they said, oh, well, if the president wants to do it really quickly. After that, he'll get bored. I don't get bored. There's nothing boring about this.
6 U.S. service members have been killed. As Bill Clinton tried to distance himself from Jeffrey Epstein, video surfaces of Hillary, none too pleased at her deposition.
I'm done with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home.
That's after a Congress member leaked a photo. A couple of locals doing really well in Hollywood.
Oh, holy crap. This is an incredible group, and I'm grateful to be getting a free front row seat to that.
Earning spots in the top 30 on American Idol. We're hearing from Jim Carrey's people now on several conspiracy theories about the actor. In sports, Rangers lost in overtime. AccuWeather rain today, maybe some snow and sleet north and west of the city. Later, up to 40 degrees. 7:21. Let's get you where you need to go. Here's Karen Stewart.
Well, we've got fairly big numbers over the Hudson Rivers. We checked what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The Holland is the worst. Inbound Holland, 55 minutes from the Pulaski Skyway approach. A half an hour from the Newark Bay extension. Much better. George is 35 minutes for both the upper and lower from 8095. It's a 10-minute wait from the Palisades and a 15-minute wait from the Route 4 approach. And the inbound side of the Lincoln has a 40-minute delay. Now, in the Bronx, westbound Cross Bronx, past White Plains Road, disabled bus in the right. We are jammed back to the Bruckner interchange, so things are very, very slow there. New Jersey, eastbound 280, near exit 13 for Newark. Watch for delays. We've got an accident. One lane is blocked as we check what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Westbound LIE delays to 39. Northern State delays at Wantagh Parkway. Westbound Southern State at exit 28A for the Seaford Oyster Bay Expressway has a broken down vehicle. It's over on the right shoulder, but there's a delay there anyway, so that's what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Karen Stewart, 1010 wins at 92.3 FM.
A chaotic scene across the Middle East where the U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran continue, with Tehran firing back on U.S. targets in multiple nations.
Explosions rocking the UAE, a luxury hotel in Dubai on fire, and in Bahrain, a missile hitting a high-rise residential building. Police clashing with pro-Iranian protesters storming U.S. embassies. The U.S. is investigating a large fire at its embassy in Kuwait, and in Jordan, all personnel are temporarily leaving because of an unnamed threat.
Correspondent James Longman. Iran also fired on the U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia, hit energy facilities in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, and attacked several ships in the Strait of Hormuz, which is now closed. President Trump, as is required, submitted a war powers notification to Congress and indicates the U.S. is in this for the long haul.
Right from the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have the capability to go far longer than that. We'll do it whatever. Somebody said today, they said, oh, well, the president wants to do it really quickly. After that, he'll get bored. I don't get bored. There's nothing boring about this.
When asked whether he would put boots on the ground, he did not rule it out. 6 U.S. service members have been confirmed killed now in Operation Epic Fury. Meantime, the U.S. State Department has urged U.S. nationals in 14 Middle Eastern nations to leave. The New York City Council looking at legislation that would ban private businesses from tracking your face and voice just for doing everyday things.
Councilwoman Shahana Hanif, who sponsors one of the bills, said New Yorkers shouldn't have to give up identifying features just to buy groceries.
What happens if that data is breached? Many of us know the feeling of discovering our credit card information has been stolen. It's invasive and frightening, but you can cancel a credit card.
Opponents say the bills go too far. Robert Tappan represents the International Biometrics and Identity Association.
Facial recognition is not a luxury. It is a frontline defense against shoplifting, fraud, trespassing, and violent crime.
Large retailers like Macy's and Wegmans use biometric surveillance in New York City. Marla Diamond, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Ahead of this year's 250th anniversary, some pieces of American history go on tour.
The dedicated Freedom Plane leaving Washington, D.C. and heading to the heartland filled with historical documents and making an inaugural journey from the National Archives, all to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America. They include papers signed by our founding fathers, including George Washington and Benjamin Franklin, and going to museums around the country where the public and school kids can witness them for free. First stop, Kansas City, Missouri, where the documents will be on display at the National World War I Museum and Memorial. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Among the documents, an original engraving of the Declaration of Independence, George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, and Aaron Burr's Oaths of Allegiance, and the Treaty of Paris, which ended the American Revolution. The tour, by the way, is not stopping in New York. The cities are Kansas City, Atlanta, L.A., Houston, Denver, Miami, Dearborn, and Seattle. Now Bloomberg Money Watch and Courtney Donahoe.
And investors dumping stocks this morning as the price of oil spikes. Crude is at $75 a barrel as the war against Iran escalates. S&P futures down 1.4%. Dow futures tumbling 700 points. Meantime, airlines all around the globe suspending more flights to additional destinations across the Middle East as the scope of the war expands. More than 12,300 flights have been canceled, including at major transfer hubs such as Dubai. The cancellations reverberating because they leave planes out of position and crew members in the wrong locations. I'm Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Managing time, getting organized, starting a project. These are skills that every high school student should master before college. Landmark College offers summer programs for high school juniors, seniors, and recent graduates that specialize in building executive function and prepares students for the transition to college. Students will live in residence halls, attend classes, and take part in fun activities with new friends they'll make on Landmark's beautiful campus in Putney, Vermont. Financial aid is available. Visit landmark.edu/summer to learn more.
This is the sound of Lucy, staying on top of her spending. You see, even though she's buying a new pair of jeans, she knows that it fits within her monthly budget. Because Wells Fargo will send an alert if her balance drops below her set amount. Yep, nothing gets past Lucy, or Wells Fargo for that matter. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Good morning. Susan Richard here with this message from Barish and McGarry. Some important developments for those who were south of Canal Street in the wake of the 9/11 terror attack. Not only has the World Trade Center Health Program secured the funding now that it needs to stay afloat, the city has revealed it's actually got 68 boxes and data on the toxins at Ground Zero. And there's also this memo from 2001 that has surfaced showing that officials knew the air was dangerous while telling folks it was safe to breathe. So if you were in that zone downtown as either a responder, an office worker, resident, or a student, please know that you may be eligible for both the World Trade Center Health Program and the 9/11 Victim Compensation Fund, and that's even if you're perfectly healthy right now. See, with all the new info, they may add more illnesses to the list of 69 cancers and respiratory diseases already approved for compensation, and you could get free health care for life, including preventative screenings. So contact Barish and McGarry at 911awards.com, 911awards with an S.com. Barish and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
1010 Wins. When I need it, it's there.
They cover everything.
I like the way they present it.
1010 Wins.
At 92.3 FM at Uline.
They know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
Designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Now this message, if you suspect nursing home abuse, call the law firm of Kelly and Grossman at 1-800-ELDERLY. Cloudy skies now 32 degrees. We're heading up to 40 today with some rain. I'm Susan Richard. Winds News Time 7:30.
Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. I'm Scott Stanford. We're tracking our guy, Jake Thistle.
Come down off your throne. Leave that body alone. Somebody must change.
Yeah, the 21-year-old Paramus fellow who just made it through the top 30 on last night's American Idol. Glenn Schuck checked in with the recent Rutgers grad.
Way to go, Jake. Despite his newfound celebrity remaining modest and calm, Jake spoke with 1010 Wins.
I've been such a music lover my entire life, so I try my best to sort of channel as many people as I can in addition to being myself.
He tells us he's been inspired by artists like Springsteen and Billy Joel, and Jake considers himself more of a songwriter than a singer, and still feels like an underdog in the competition.
I love playing guitar,